All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you guys hear me? Audio check. All right, thank you, Randolph. Thank you, Safe. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Safe. Good morning, Omer, Randolph, everybody. All right, you know what time it is, right? We got to get this party started. Good to see you, Omer. How are you? All right, we're about 12 minutes to the cash market open. Good morning, Nolly. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Let's review a couple of things. One of them is a yesterday trade that I had. Well, didn't have to, but I did put on, and it was, needless to say, was stressful. But let's take a look right here to give you a background. You see that one whipping the market took yesterday, right? Not a single one candle reversal all day long. Market this I've never seen this ever. Okay, the market does never. I mean, it doesn't move this way. Typically, it just moves, runs back up, moves, run back up, gives you consolidation. This was a persistent, consistent selling pressure. So we were toward the end of the day, that last hour, hour and a half or so, and you know, I typically wait for the 200 NT Rinko to flip, then start going on with a trade. We got close to target number two and the market paused. The idea was okay, the market, I need to look at the 100, I need to look at the 50, and when I get an opportunity to start buying, I'm going to start buying into a reversal pattern. So basically, in an essence, I was fading. So we're looking for a run back up and a one candle close. So started to buy into that rotation and found myself underwater a little bit, but I ended up buying in the right spot into the run up, and that's ultimately what made me um, make money on that trade, because ultimately the market did not reverse on a one candle reversal. So that's the idea. That's the stressful part of it, and this is how that one worked out. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, good morning, Brian. How are you? All right, we started buying here, added here, added here, added here, added here, and that was the big add right there. When the market did this rounding behavior toward 9, 10, my average was around 30, and my stop was below the whole number 900. And uh, basically was waiting for that, and literally the market would have closed if it got into 97, it got to 81 or 80 and faded. So I started getting out here, 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 here. Just kept getting out, getting out. Then I left a chunk to see, actually 10 contracts, to see if I can get all the way up to 97. And the market was not having any of it. So I ended up pretty much making small amount of money on that trade, and that was the end of that trade for me. But I sized up, and the majority of the size came in right here, right when the market made that last flush. Because I mean, I'm looking at about an hour or so left of the day, an hour and a half left out of the day. So I was like, okay, well, right here it's going to be um, the entry, and that's a little bit below target number two. And that trade, when you add all the contracts, gave us that. And that's why you're seeing that 46.14. Yeah, it was stressful though, because it really, the truly, the market did not come through for that idea of a bounce toward the end of the day. But I pieced out. I pieced out every time the market ran up. I pieced out some more, pieced out some more and I was like, okay, well, I'll leave it. I'll leave it till it really reverses. No such luck. The market just continued, sold off, then continued to sell off after that. I mean, it was just an amazing day to watch the persistent selling pressure. But we came out ahead. So that's yesterday. Today is a new day. Today we are flat. Today we're all starting from no position and no trades overnight or anywhere else. That's where we're starting the day, right here. And let's get this party started. We are going to be looking at um, the daily. We're seeing a market that basically sold off even more during glowbacks and established um, glowbacks price at around, let me see here to be exact, around 81. Let's call it 90. Yeah, that's a 90. So around that 890. So that's going to be a pivot point where the price can go up to it and come back from it, and it's probably going to consolidate. Typical behavior of a market after a major move is early on in the morning, the following day, you get consolidation. That's just the typical behavior. We need to be conscious and careful and watching for that type of behavior. Um, it has a lot of, I mean, this day looks like this day, a major reversal and a close toward the low. Then the follow up day, look what happened, and the follow up day, look what happened. So that could be the beginning of a move that can take us down to 532. Okay, and that would be consistent of us reaching that target along with the bottom end of the channel. So if the market breaks above 890, it will catch a bid, and we need to be watching for that. And if we trade it, probably trade it with the minimum amount of contracts. And if we see a failure pattern, then we're going to start going short and get short and heavy short. So so like there's no sense in trying to. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Gary. So there's no sense in trying to say, oh, okay, if it hits this level up above 12,000, I'm going to look for a short. Literally, a market like this, you need to look at the 200 and the 100 and just basically just follow that to the T. So right now, when we look at the 200 into Rinko, we see a switch trade that they put on here. So the market is lining itself up for a rally that will hit the 900, which is Globex, the 890 to 900. So that is what the market is structuring itself to do. If we have a failure pattern here, that means the market will have to close at 80, 780. And that would be a captain setup short at that low to hit target number 3 and potentially go even lower. So I will be waiting to see if we start breaking and holding um, above Globex, then that would be a long sign for me on pullbacks. If we break below that 780, that would be a captain setup short and a signal to go short, and we will get aggressive on the short side. So a consolidation path is, for example, look at this price structure right here. Market is just basically spinning its wheels. It's going within 150 points in this day and just going up and down, up and down, up and down, and not breaking out or trending. Yesterday was a trending day. You see how the market is just a straight. This is an exceptional behavior, but it's a straight down. That is a trending market, and this is a consolidated market where the market is really not making any headway. Just it's it's a boxing match in a booth, in a phone booth, basically. All right, so let's get going here. The market is on. It's 8:30. Let's get this thing going. Let's make some money. All right, so we're getting, yeah, that's a good one right here. And Globex is coming up. Globex is coming up. That's what the market is trying to do here. Is trying to mount a bit of buy interest, and that's Globex right here. We're gonna give the market a bit of time. Let them figure out what they want to do. Let's see what kind of momentum. Who's getting trapped? That first half an hour is always an interesting. I'm gonna use that half an hour to understand the market. We just hit Globex. Look, it just literally touched it and came back down. That's amazing. There you go. Boom. Globex. Globex. I mean, there's a few trades right here. That's it right here. Let them play around. Let them play around. It is consistent with a consolidative market for us to reach Globex and oscillate and consolidate around it. So it's very important for me that first 15 minutes to half an hour to be patient and watch how the price behaves around Globex, because ultimately what they typically do in a consolidative market after a big move, excuse me, after a big move is to play around Globex like they're doing right now. So this is an environment where scalping is a good environment, but not necessarily trend trading. All right, so here we go, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. To be expected, consistent with what we expect the market to be doing right here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we ultimately go up all the way to 12,000. I mean, there's a bid coming in this market. We are up 15 points for the day. So the 200 and the 100 are in sync, and the market is moving higher. We have a cloud that is positive, and we are Uh, Very nice transitional zone that pushing us higher in the sequence. Target number three got hit at 976. We're not too far away from that whole number, 12,000. That's where we're going right now. Mhm. All right, so we're getting a bit of selling pressure here. We got to the 80 instead of the 12,000. The 100 NT Rinko is out of sync with the 200. So two things need to happen here. Either the market will come back down all the way to 883 below Globex, or we get another push to that 75, and the market can resume its upward momentum. But this is what I'm talking about. They get it above Globex, and they pull it back toward it. It's going to be that kind of game today, and I just have to be patient and just wait, spend some time with this price action, and get a feel for it. There's no rush to put on any trades. Sheila, good morning. Good morning. ES, the same thing is happening in ES. I mean, it's nothing different. I mean, literally, they came up to Globex and pulled back. So what's the difference here? Actually, NQ is a lot stronger than ES. That's what's that telling me. So the market can resume itself at 57. Let's put some lines in here. That's a good one right there too. So there's some selling patterns are showing up. I mean, that one is a switch trade right at the inception of a new transitional zone, and you're getting a push toward blowbacks. Look at that. Oh boy. Switch trade, switch trade, switch trade, and they flush it under blowbacks. Yep. 883. Now, let's assume that they come back and trade under that level, right? 883. What would we do? I mean, they got very close. They almost closed it, but we needed to close, not almost. So that means the market tested the middle of the range. Here we go. That's it right here. So what I'm going to do is two things. That's an aggressive trade. Ah, I hope they don't close it, but here we go. 900 on 1 and 2. So that is one order, and that's another order. So we want to see them rally back up, get us up here at that 97. We need that to happen before they close below 50. They close before 50, then that specific trade is not gonna I'm gonna cancel these orders. Look, we're in the middle of the range on the 100 NT Renko, so it's typically a place where they will pause the market. Nope. Target number 4 is hit on that sequence. I am canceling these orders.
Order canceled. Order canceled.
All right, so the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the short side. So we're looking for rallies to short into, and I'm gonna go into this ATM right now. And what I'm gonna be going for is a disconnect of the transitional zone and a reconnect of it, if they're so kind to give it to us. So that they got close to 12,000 and they got faded. Home sales at the top of the hour. So that's going to be an important piece of news. And boy, aren't they selling? We are at target number 5. Yeah, I'd like to see us like really just rally up a little bit, then then reconnect. So this way I have a little bit more space when I try to get short, because it's a nice move that they did from 80. That's 980. I mean, that's 160 points. Hey, whatever you say, Adam. Whatever you say. Good morning, Frida. Good morning. This is consistent with what we expected. What we expected is a rally in the morning and a run up close to at or close to 12,000. Then they oscillated, consolidated around Globex, and now the minute they close this candle lower to that 878, we were looking for shorts, never got filled on a good one. We're going to be picky, especially this first half an hour. I'm not going to just jump anywhere. So we're getting a little bit disconnected here. We're at target number 5. So that's not a. There you go. More sellers, more sellers, more sellers. That's good. That's good. That's what I like to hear, Adam. Make your money and get out of here. You don't have to stay. You don't have to stick around. Make your money. Make your money. Go. It's a good feeling to be done early. You didn't miss out on anything. You made your money and you went away. Nothing about that is. It was a good way to start and end the day. Hey, good morning, GM. All right, focus, focus. Trade. So the market is breaking below target number 5. We're patiently waiting. We're looking. We're stalking. We're we're trying to get an entry point. 19 close will be a captain setup short. Here you go, and that should take us down to that 14 or the 10. Let me see what that is. From 19 to 13. 8:45, the market will be out of sync. Wow. Okay, they put a captain setup switch trade, so we should see a more push to the downside right here. So it gave us from 814 to 806. All right. If we break anywhere above 830, we will hit 845. And 845.50 is the disconnect between the 200 and the 100. So we're about 7 minutes to the top of the hour in home sales. And I don't want to be in any position while that is going on. Oh, yeah. All right. So, what is that telling us? Telling us that the market is out of sync and we're about to uh, potentially close at 81, 881. If the market closes at 881, we are going to be in sync on the long side, and the chances of touching glowbacks is is high again. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so here we go. All right, let's. I mean, I want to get aggressive here.
Order pending.
Yeah, we have 5 minutes to that home sales, so I need to be careful. Let's cut down on the size
Order
a little bit.
canceled.
Let's cut down on the size.
Order pending.
60 and 40. Here we go.
Order pending.
Well, yep, that's the one. I can't get it now.
Order
Cancel.
canceled.
Cancels.
Order canceled.
All right. So what I have to do now is I have to look for uh, the transitional zone to break down, then an establishment of another transitional zone. We have in 4 minutes home sales. So just you got to be, I'm personally not going to be in a position during that news because it could be a market mover. It's going, going, gone. 565 existing home sales coming up. And that's what they're looking for. So let's see what that news, how that is going to impact the market. So at least we're getting a two-sided market. That's the good news here. We're getting the shorts and they're getting a piece of the action. The longs are showing a whole lot more conviction than what we saw yesterday. Yesterday was an absolute and complete rout. Okay. So 200 and the 100 is out of sync here. You're going to hear me saying that a lot today because it's going to be that kind of day. Just constant churning back and forth. So once the home sales come out, we will have that piece of news will be behind us, and we can start looking for getting an aggressive entry here. So kind of 110, 10, 1, 2, really? Yeah, I mean ES. If we look at ES, look how weaker we are in comparison to NQ. A lot weaker. I mean, we came in here, touched Globacks at the open, and literally just sold it, and our rally was not anywhere close to Globex either. So there is definitely a disconnect between what you're seeing in NQ and what you're seeing in ES. Patience is a trade, and here comes 9 o'clock, and here comes that news. 200 and the 100 are in sync again. They are in sync again. Let's see if I can get a pullback. I'm going to cut my size even further to only one contract. A bit of continuation patterns coming in. Target number 4 is hit, and target number 5 is going to be 58 and a quarter. Hmm. Yeah, that was a good one. All right, so it's just a patience game, and we need to get into a trade. And the market is in sync on the long side. It's been sync since 9:20. We're above target number five in this sequence. So we need to see a bit of a retracement and go from there. If we break that 9:45, the market will be out of sync. They're putting switch trades. They're putting some patterns here that are short in nature. See that switch trade up here, switch trade right here, coming up, establishing a cloud that is negative. You got channel number one, channel number two established. The 200 and the 100 is out of sync right now. So the odds are now we could see a move toward glowbacks. The longs for them to reassert themselves, you got to break above 81. Then a pullback can be viable at that point on small volume contracts. If the market closes at 907, then that will set up a short signal to go below glowbacks. Yes, exactly my feelings, Adam. It's 30 minutes, about a little bit over 30 minutes since the market opened, the cash market, and it feels like a whole day just passed. But it's a lot of churning, a lot of churning. And that's okay. I'm learning about the day. I'm learning about the participants. I'm learning about who's getting trapped and how and where. Yeah, a lot of action. That's for sure. 100 points down, 100 points up. They're lively this morning. All right, so that's an important behavior right here. It's just I need to figure out a way to get in. God dang.
Order pending.
I mean that behavior of coming to Globex and literally to the tick, we're about 1 point away from closing the sell pressure or the 200 NT wrinkle into a close, and they do this. Uh, I mean, I just want to get in here and just add to it against that level right here, against that 906. I can't chase though. I just cannot chase. I'm gonna
Order
keep it
pending.
small though.
Order filled.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Order filled. Order canceled.
Let's see if we can bigger move. We need the bigger move. We need the bigger move. We need a bigger move into the 60. Here we go. That's the one. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And
Target filled.
I'll take it right here and I'll wait for another one. So now I have to wait for the cloud to shift positive and start taking on uh, signals that look like this. Yeah, okay. So okay, the 200 and 100 is out of sync again. So that puts me in a holding pattern again. No trade is a trade, yes sir. Okay. Tricky bastards today. But I mean, that's a good trade. I mean, I understood what was going on. Jumped in, jumped out. So that decision made me on two contracts. I'm starting small here just to get a feel for the day. 262. Okay, so let's just keep working. So it's going to add to that total that you're seeing here from 2 days ago. All right, so we are about to close on that Globex. That would be an important event. 54.45. Okay. They're trying to prop up this level right here. That's what they're trying to do. So if we actually close below that 907, 905, I got to look for a bit of a rally before I jump in. It is messy. It is messy. That's why I'm kind of avoiding really trying to get involved in these levels right here. Here you go. One more time. I gotta get in if that's.
Order
I'll
filled.
take it here and I'll take a pullback.
Order pending.
That is
Order
real messy,
filled.
actually.
Order pending. Order filled.
Okay, and
Order
let's see if I can
canceled.
get anything bigger. I need something above 60. Above 60. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, I'm gonna go break even. I have to. You gotta go above 60 or I break even. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. You know you want it.
Target
Thank
filled.
you. Thank you. Thank you. So that little shindig, I don't know how much money we made on that one, but it should be about 500 bucks on two contracts. We were up 814. Let's keep working. Let's keep working. That's the funniest thing, Adam. All right, all right. Long and strong. The market is just doing something. The behavior here is they're trying to build a base against Globex, and they are trying every time they're trying to push it higher. They're coming through resistance, but the resistance is really truly around the 12,000. So as long as the market is in sync, I will take the first reaction, but not the follow up reaction till we start breaking above 12,000. I mean, if they put a switch trade right here, uh, yeah, no, see that? No, that's no good. That's no good right here. That is no good. They're building a sandcastle. Yeah. Well, so in an environment like this, it's good to take your profits quick. You see that little sneaky move? I got probably rip it up. That's what they're gonna do. Rip it up all the way to 12,000. Yeah, we see these people coming, man. It's not our first rodeo. Here we go. Boom. We see them coming. We know the different tricks they play, where they play it, how they play it. Joe, that's the beauty of it all. There's no minutes in a Rinko chart. This is purely price action, the way it should be. So we're not paying attention to time. We're because time does not pay you when you're trading futures, but what pays you is motion and momentum and movement. So the 20 NT Rinko, the 200 NT Rinko, every Rinko bar that I have out here is measuring simply the movement of 20 ticks. So when one it opens up and closes, 20 ticks and on and on and on. Reversals carry more weight or different number of ticks. So it's going to be different on a 200 in T-Rinko versus a 20. But ultimately, you are seeing what you're seeing here is motion, not time. Because you'll get markets where you will literally spend 10, 15 minutes in a 20 tick candle. So that candle will stay put till you pass 20 ticks. It doesn't move. It just oscillates till you close for either lower or higher number of ticks. For example, right here. So 77, you close it, only once you close here does it move. So this candle could take 10 minutes, an hour. It just stays here till it moves and closes below. Make sense? I be honest with you, it's the absolutely more effective way to trade the future market or any market is to look, unless you're trading options. So options, and even options, you're looking for movement, but you're calculating it according to where your expiration date is. So you still need to see clearly price action. I mean, there's programs that tell you, okay, once the 5 minute candle closes, I will go in. Well, 5 minutes in the future market is a lifetime. Literally, it's a lifetime because the market could go up 100 points in 5 minutes. So if your system is geared toward time, then you missed so much information while the Rinko bar would have gave it to you. I think that's the best explanation right there. All right, 200 and the 100 in auto sync. 200 and the 100 auto sync. So to me, um, nothing to do here. And we're waiting on another tricky price action, right? So 931. So if we break 931, so we got us to the 12,000 and they're fading and disconnecting. Low impact natural gas storage news out in 3 minutes. Low impact. Okay, thank you, Adam. Appreciate you for doing that. And here we go. All right. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. I'm just going to keep it small. I really want to keep it small.
Order pending.
And 50 and 70. If they are so kind to give it to me. If we break
Order pending.
65, 70. Man, look at these people. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Canceling that order.
Order cancelled. Order cancelled.
All right, so the next step for me, a next trade for me is to go and look for a disconnect of this transitional zone and a reconnect of it. It's a head spinner. But wouldn't it be powerful if the market reverses completely and closed at 979? That would be a higher low, and the market would have made three higher lows in this sequence. So that means the market is trying to stabilize and moving. It would be nice, but we're not there, right? So just remember, we have 155 trading days left in the year. You know, $100 is 15 grand a day. So just this is a numbers game. It's a numbers game over time. Oh, look at that. How did I miss that trade? Crap. Look at that. Damn. Yanis, that is your baby right here. Tell me you got it. Tell me you got it. I looked away for just a second. M- Market will be out of sync if we go above 931. No FOMO. All right. Sell it, baby, sell it. No FOMO today. That's always a good thing. Uh, the key to curing FOMO is to realize that the market will always be here and then you'll always get another opportunity. So let the market come to you. Never chase the market. Never chase it. Either come to you exactly the way you want it to come or you don't play. You are in control. 919.50. Where's Pat? Is Pat around? All right, market is disconnected between the 200 and the 100 and 56.75. All right. Let's see what they want to do here. Oh boy, here we go. All right. That's it right here. Now it needs to close. Cannot just get there and play footsie with me. Nope, we're not playing. Let the market actually close above 56. That will close the 200, and the 200 and the 100 will be in sync on the long side. Why is that important for the people that are just new and on stream? Is because every big move in the market always, always, always starts exactly that way. Every single time, no exception. So if you need a consistent way of getting into a big market move, you have to wait for that to happen. All right, so that's it. And let's see if I can get a
Order pending.
35 and 25.15.
Order pending.
All right, let's see if I can get in. Oh man, they're gonna put a switch trade right here. That's not nice. They're gonna run it up. Let's see if I can get a pullback. That's a good switch trade right here.
Order
Canceling that
canceled.
order and canceling that
Order
order. Okay,
canceled.
we're not there because we're not. A transitional zone started to build here, and that is just telling me that they put a captain set up short right there. I need to see the market reassert itself because they could really flash sell it into Globex here. So from the risk perspective, I want to stay within. I want to stay within the body of the cloud and not way deep into a reversal. So 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side. We're right at Globex. I mean, excuse me, we're very close to Globex relatively speaking. I want to see the cloud shift back positive and give me a buy signal against that captain setup short right here. And that will qualify me to get in. So if I left the 35, I think it was a 35. Uh, I had it, let me see here, 55. So 55, okay, so ran up. We would have still made a little bit of money, but it would have been, a stressful trade. Yeah, see that? Now the market is out of sync. So they are just oscillating around Globex. It's just a behavior consistent with consolidation. And Consistent with consolidation. Market out of sync. Now, what happens if they close it down at 882? That would be a reversal of the 200 NT Rinko, and that will be rallies at that point are shortable if we hit that level. All right. So let's see how we're gonna enter this. So the market is in sync on the short side now, and Globex. Let's see how they run it up on Globex. Target number 4 is 878. Target number 5 is 854. They're going to put a captain set up long here and run it up a little bit. So let's see how far they take it. Oh, wow. Not far at all. One here at 95, one and 215. Target number 4 is hit. There we go. Captain set up long on ES against that 87 level. We should see a price action into 90. Here he goes. Yeah, yeah. I see that coming. Very good. 92, 1 and 2, 82. Okay, so here we go. Man, I tell you, they are tricky. They are tricky. They are tricky. 200 and the 100 is out of sync. Okay. So you want to see price action back to 82. 90. Okay. Yeah, the shorts are coming back in. So I need to go and start going short. I need to go short 96, A6, and 16.
Order pending.
Let's see if I can get in though. Take it here.
Order filled. Order filled. Order pending. Order filled.
That's not good.
Order filled. Order cancelled. Order pending. Order pending. Order filled. Order
I'm out of that trade.
canceled.
Just don't like it anymore. They put a captain set up long. And that is just consistent with a lot of consolidation around this level. So we gave it a shot for a continuation trade. It still can come back in. So I may still get back in it, but it's not behaving in a way that I'm expecting. So I don't want to be in too many contracts and I don't want to give it more time than it needs to. And that trade gave us a negative $146. Let's keep working. I want to get back in. Yeah, I want to get back in. If that candle closes at 82, I'm going to jump back in. Choppy. That's what choppy markets do for you. All right, here we go.
Order pending. Order pending. Order filled. Target filled.
I'll take
Order
that and I'll
canceled.
wait. I'll wait for another run up and I'll get short again. I mean, ultimately, 75, 20, 50. 50 is where we're heading to. Wow. Okay. So 200 and 100 out of sync. So hands off. This is consolidation around Globex. Nothing to do here. We just have to wait for two things to happen. Either we break all the way back up to 955 or we break down to 69. 69, if we break towards 69, we'll be in sync again on the short side and then we will participate. Otherwise, this is going to be a choppy mess around Globex and I do not want to be part of it anymore. Period. That is very consistent with consolidation. Okay, so where did that last trade take us? So we made 141 bucks and we're at 808. So let's just keep working. We're playing low ball today, but let's see. Here we go. We're coming at it again. 55. They get up to 55. We can play 56 actually. 56.75. I wanna stay away from this little middle of the range action at 907, as far away from that as possible. We hit 57. That's a captain setup long on the 200 NT Rinko. That will set us back up for a potential run up to target number one in this sequence, which is um, what is that? 12,009, and then target number two will be 12,115. That is a big signal right here, and it needs to hold and it needs to protect Globex. So that could be a big deal here if we get there. It is choppy. I mean, it's look where we at. We're around Globex. It's just a cluster mess. Here we go. All right, all right. Okay, so let's just get going here.
Order
I may have to get aggressive with this bad boy.
order pending.
I'll take
Order
one right
pending.
here. Take one right here.
Order pending.
The problem with them, they can run and run and run. Let's see if I can get that pullback to be significant enough.
Order filled. Order filled. Order pending. Order filled. Order cancelled.
My objective is 82 and higher. I mean, I don't like the fact that we are in a cloud that is negative and we're out of sync,
Target filled.
I'll get out of it
Order
and
canceled.
just look for a better spot to get in. But it should go higher. I mean, it should go to 82, and it probably will go right there right now since I'm out of it. But I'll take small amount of money and just look for a better spot.
1.
Switch trade here will get me in.
Order pending.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Order
Okay,
filled.
let's see if I can get in. Well, here we go. Let's go, let's go. We gotta go to 70 quickly here. 70. Moving my stop to this level, break even at this point, and it's either going to run here and run hard or it's not. So I'm going to take my risk off. 82 is an objective. Come on, come on, come on. Make me some money. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, I know you're going to do that.
Target
All right,
filled.
I'll take that for now. I'll take that for now. It's going to go higher. That's going to go higher. Oh. Once you start singing to the market, it starts listening to you. All right, so these are the decisions we made. We're playing, excuse me, small lots today. We're up 13.26, and just give me a second here. Tricky market, be honest with you, but there is it just that waiting early on in the morning to so you could figure out what they're doing. It's very important to me, and it gets me to be in tune with whatever the market is doing. So these are small lot trades that we're doing, and it's working out. So 13.26, and let's keep working. Let's keep working. There is another trade long here. That's a captain setup on the 200 NT Rinko. It just I'm not sticking around too long, just due to the nature of the market and due to the nature of where the captain setup was set up. It got set up right on Globex, and that gives it a choppy nature. So I'm finding myself getting in and getting out, and because ultimately I should be in it and holding on to 82, then from 82 to 910, 82 to 1210, and then every 30 points higher, just keep moving my stop, because typically markets like that can run in a very significant way. I mean, setups like that run pretty solid. It's 10 o'clock, 10:04. How's everybody doing so far? Brian from Australia, how we doing? Adam, any more trades, buddy? Brian Stone, Mr. Gary, everybody. Yanis, any trades, man? Good job, Gary. 7:15. I mean, share it with the room. I haven't heard from Yanis. Noli, checking on you guys. No trades today. Okay, I got it. No, I get it. I get it. That's discipline right there. Oh, yeah, yeah, yes, man. I tell you, I gotta show you that trade later on. It's very manageable, Brian. Brian, Australia. I got to figure out a way to separate you guys when it comes to Brian. But Brian gave back $80 is very, very manageable. That's the key. Now look what we're doing here. They're dumping it and they're coming back to Globex to touch it. And that is, I mean, it makes me want to just stay away from this market right now. I'm with you, Frida. It's just choppy around Globex. That is the definition of consolidation, and you treat that type of market differently than a trending market for sure. You tend to take your profits a little bit quicker, more of a scalp than an actual trend trade. I know, I saw that. I saw that, but I'm kind of partial to stay within what this captain setup is doing. So, so that Randolph just pointed out, he's becoming an expert, and he's not even a student. You need to come on this aisle. You need to come right here. But he pointed out captain setup in a switch trade, which is true, and then the inception. This is an inception trade as well. So there's a lot, like three, four things that just lined up, telling us um, the market is a short market. I mean, it's a short signal right here. But I would be going against the 200 at that point. So I paused. If so you have to look at it, it's a rainbow. If you're very conservative, you want the 200 and the 100 to be in your sync, and you want to take those high probability events at the inception of a new transitional zone. That is conservative structure. You want to go aggressive, then you truly are trading the 20 NT Rinko and starting to look at these top patterns. So basically, you're going long here, market disconnects, gives you a new cloud, and captain setup switch trade, you go short right here. So you're constantly, trading the different phases as they happen on the 20 NT Rinko. So it's mentally where you're at. There's days where I switch to that aggressive mode, and majority of the days I keep it simple and just make sure that I'm in sync. Now we have a captain set up short on the 100 NT wrinkle. It just happened at 32, and they flushed it all the way to 01. So now that's another structure that is short right here. So we have a mixed market right now, where the 200 NT Rinko is telling me to go long, and the 100 NT Rinko is telling me I have a captain set up short, and the candle is pointing down. So that is a mixed market, and you got trading around Globex. So patience here, is the best trade you can make. And patience. Brian S. Stone, that carries that number is carrying over from yesterday and the day before that, including today. So it's just showing multiple day uh, blotter, so people can see the sequence of where we at over time, not just one day. I guess I got it to do that, but not any further back down. But that's where we at for. Oh man, let's see here. Yeah, look at that. Oof. Market, market. Yeah, they're gonna run it. Well, I mean, market is now in sync. Yeah, nice, 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 nice. Okay, I mean that's ultimately what we want to see is separation away from Globex. So this way we're not just churning and churning and churning around. But that was a good little sell pressure to Globex, and now they trapped the shorts and they blew them out of that structure. Target is 12,012. Then target number two is going to be, granted, nothing crazy happened, is 12,155. So that's what happened here. I'll show you the trade, Brian, later on because that was a big one. So that's today. Right now it's at 1326, but yesterday ended up um, at the end of the day catching along, believe it or not, for a big 30 grand trade. And I got into a 15 grand trade on the 17th, and then five and 1,000 on that Sunday. So from the beginning of the month, been man, we've been killing it here. We've been just killing it. We're at 134, 187, running at 66%. Let's just focus on today right now. So when you when you grow up, Adam, you have the capacity to do better. You really do. We already saw that. So, all right. What really helped me make solid like this is really kind of sticking to the 100 and the 200. That really puts me in a position where I can maximize my entries and maximize my profit, because every close of the next candle is about 35 points away or so. So now my next target is always 35 points higher and higher, or lower or lower. So when I get in a 5 lot or 10 lot, I mean, obviously, okay, if you're starting off, you're gonna start off building your account. So you're gonna start with one and two, and build that account to where you could take on risk of 5 and 10 contracts. Because for me to get to 140 grand for the month, I took risk. I mean, I took risk more than one contract, but that's just something you build yourself up to. And it's a process. I will take you through it. Market is out of sync again. It's out of sync again. So we're waiting and watching. Nothing for us to do here. This captain setup long on the 200 NT Rinko is not behaving the way we should expect it to behave. There should be momentum right now above 12,000, and it's not doing it. So that tells me right there I need to be very careful of trading around this structure that we are in right now. My expectations are not being met as far as what the price should be doing where we at right now. So what happened if I mean, we're spending a lot of time here, but 970, 970. If we break 970, then that will set us up for the market being in sync, and I can take a look at a potential pullback against the 85 and a breakout to 12,000. That is a possibility. I gotta see it though. I mean, if they put a captain setup long here, that would be interesting.
Order filled.
Ah, that's not what I want to see. Damn it.
Stop filled.
I'll take the break even on that one. It's a captain setup Iran. I needed to put it on the other ATM. It's gonna run up, but it just I do not wanna, because the market is not in sync. So this needed to go up to target number two, and the fact that it just paused right here just put me back to break even very quickly. Yeah, that's not right. It's not right here. But if they go back up to 70 and close it, I'll play again. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one, Adam. It's just I'm better off just leaving this structure right here alone. I'll wait for 70 to come, and if it comes, great. I'll look at a pullback as a buying opportunity. Here it comes, boom. All right, all right. They want to suck me back in. Let's see. Can I get in? Can I get in? Can I get in? So the market is in sync, and ultimately we want to see 12,000, right? And it's just a function of trying to get into a good entry point. Higher lows, man. There's a lot of higher lows building up here. So higher lows. Keep building higher lows.
Order filled. Target
Thank
filled.
you. I'll take it. I'll take it right here. I know it's gonna go higher, but I don't care. That's fine. I'll take it. I will take it. I will take it. Why? Because I mean, you're running into that massive 12,000 brick wall. That's why. And it's almost I'm better off just going for these scalps versus trying to hold on to a big trade against that level. It's just the market is not ready. And I don't want to be the one that tested it. So I just want to make money in the people who are testing that idea and not be the one who's testing it. So those last two trades, we took flat. I guess they slipped me on that one, and then 300 on that one contract. So we're up at 1603 for the day. Just small amount of trades, not really anything big here. So anybody with, $5,000 account can operate within, 2 to 3 contracts um, in this market. So if you're trying to build an account, that is, you got to stick to that one and two. I mean, looking at this, I mean, the captain set up long on the 200 into Rinko is looking a little bit better. They're trying to hold it. They came and retested it to Globex and ran it up. They came and retested it again at the middle of the range and ran it up. So that tells me that there is a bit of buy the dip type of behavior going on here. But it seems like every time they buy it up against that 12,000, somebody comes in and just slaps them. And guess what? You guessed it. We're out of sync again. We're out of harmony. All right. Back in sync, right? What time is it? 10:31. I'd like to get in, and I can see if I can get in on a pullback to that 65. Let's pause here for a second and just watch what this market is doing. Yep. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. Yeah, it's gathering. It's a the gathering storm. That's what I can call it. It's the gathering storm. You keep trying to flush it. It's consolidation around Globex. It's just a whole lot of noise, and you just have to be careful, and you have to be very specific in how you get into this type of market. It's tempting, but I think it's gonna break right about now, like right here. We should see a run up to 81, come up, then the market is gonna start picking up some speed. Here it comes. Let's see. Call me the Oracle. It's not really magic. It just I've seen this like a billion times. I've been only trading for 20 years. That's all. Well, here you go. Now the question is why I'm not in it. I'm just calling it and I'm not in it. It's just I didn't feel like getting in. I really didn't. Well, here you go. Ooh, baby. I guess I was done making money for the day. 'It's see how they react to that 12,000 though. It's just uncanny how they're reacting to it. Well, you had a good day, Gary. Let's see what you got going on. 20 grand? How the hell did you make 20 grand today? You must have gotten heavy. Good for you, though. Good job. All right, man. Good job. And off we go. Off we go. Maximum steady contracts. Yeah, I mean you had to have gotten a bit heavy to get up there. It's up and up and up. Now we're ES is breaking Globex. We're breaking 12,000 finally. So you got a market that is going up. So that the key was right there. That switch trade that they just put there. That's why I was saying in my head, I was like, okay, 200 and the 100 are in sync. Check. Second, you have a signal on the, you have an environment. I mean, you have the environment, you have the behavior. The behavior is this transitional zone. Third is you got a signal, and the signal was that in switch trade. I mean, look at it now. It's gonna go to the moon. Just don't buy it here. Buy it on pullbacks. How is everybody doing? Final check. I know what Gary's doing. All right, guys, let's take a look here. 200 and 100 out of sync after we broke 12,000 into 12,075. It really ran it up on that one. And now we're pulling back a tad bit. So we're seeing a bit. Um, I mean, look at that. Okay, it's funny. See that captain setup long on the 200 NT Rinco? See this captain setup short on the 200 NT Rinco? See how many points? You're looking at 460 all the way down, over 120 points. Right now, we went from 950, 120 points. Let's just keep looking. Yeah, look at this one. You ran up into from 56 to 5315. Okay, so about 70 points. I'd like to see one that failed. Here we go. Look at that one. It didn't fail. It actually improved. Captain setup with a switch trade. So you got that first wave for 70, 80 points. Market disconnected, reconnected, another 80 points to the upside. I mean, 50 points to the upside. So that's a nice little two-stage winner. Okay, here we go. That one only gave us one candle in your favor. So you're managing it and you're making money and you are getting out and breaking even on the rest. That's the sequence of events. So what I'm trying to show you here is if you're looking for big moves in the market, oh, I forgot that one. That was a nice one too, actually. Captain set up short on that one and 803 all the way down to that's about 300 plus points. So if you're looking for big moves, this type of setup is a beautiful way to enter them. If you are trying to trade options, that is a place where you could place your option orders for big moves in the market. So we're getting a little bit of a pullback. We built a new transitional zone, and we are coming down here. Okay, so no more trades for me. And just kind of briefly, that is how we started the day, and this is how we ended up the day at about 1603, trading 1 and 2 contracts. The biggest one I did, it was 3 contract trade. So if you're starting a small account, uh, you'll see yourself kind of doing this: 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, in a very specific and precise places, and just kind of build it up. Like I said, we have 155 days left of the year. Make Making those precise entry points and just $100 here, a couple of $100 there. In the case of us today, we made 1,600, but that's the same decision process that I would put 5 and 10 contracts. So I would have been up a whole lot more with that sizing, and with 1 and 2 contracts, you're building your account, and that's a $5,000 account that I'm using. Obviously, I have more than that, but what I'm saying, in the way I'm trading that behavior here, you're trading it with a $5,000 account. If you're even trading with less than that, you could cut that into the micro and go half of that. So instead of doing 1 and 2, you're doing 5 and 10 micros. And the decision is the decision ultimately. So any strategy you get into, it needs to be scalable, and this one is scalable. And We're just going to keep doing what we're doing because it's working. Now, what will happen if we go up to 44? If we go up to 44, that will get us back in sync on the long side, and we can start looking for entry points on the long side again. They're putting a switch trade right here, so the 44 is not too far off, and it's 11 o'clock for me. So that's it. Good day, everybody. Looks like everybody, for the most part, made a little bit of money or made a lot. In case of Gary here. Noli, how did we end up doing? Any trades? Randolph, Frida, I see that you made a little bit of money on ES. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good day, guys. So stay disciplined, stay focused. You know the saying here, precision is a decision. Precision is a decision. So, and we will see you tomorrow, bright and early, same time. Have a good one.